Hey, it's Mikey here from the Crochet Crowd, and welcome back. And today I got a tutorial for you, and today we're going to be working on a granny square, but it's really not a granny square, it's more like a blanket, and we're putting the motif together. I'm going to show you how to grab some scissors and a darning needle and put the motifs together, things that you should be looking for, how I start it and how I end it, so that all of your strings will not end up falling out of your project. So let's get started on that next. To start with, we're just going to grab a piece of string that is the complementing color of this. So when it comes together, you will not actually see any of the seam thread. What I do, and this is my own technique, is that I create a slip knot on the one side, just like so, and with the other side, I'm going to feed it through the darning needle. This is my own technique. Probably can be considered wrong, but too bad. I like it. So I'm going to feed it through, and I just want to start. So because this is a motif and it's coming together on an angle point, I want to make sure that I am actually grabbing by the angle points on both sides. Now, this particular motif could actually be wrong, so I could actually have an extra stitch that's either too big or too small. So this is one of those projects you really have to watch for as you're going along to see where they're lining up on the end, and then if not, then you can actually just kind of cheat a little bit. So I'm just going to come in on the one side, and I'm actually going through the stitch as if I was going to go crochet. I'm going to grab the other one on the other side as if I was going to crochet as well, and I'm going to pull through. And I'm just going to stop and get that loop, and the loop is where I want to feed it through, and I want to pull everything snug, and I'm going to grab the loose end and hold it toward this way because I'm going to be sewing that way. So I'm immediately going to jump to the next stitch here and the next stitch on the other side as if it's the same as if you were going to crochet, and you're just going to do it here. So now when I'm going to sew, I don't want to be reefing on this thing like it's a pair of ice skates. Okay? So I'm just holding down the string that is the loose end, so every time I'm going over and sewing it, I'm actually capturing that into position so that you'll never see where the stop and start is. So I'm just working my way across, and I'm kind of just glancing over, seeing where it's going to go, because if it's going to go off too much, like if it was way too long, then I'm going to want to simplify that. So how would you simplify it if one side was longer than the other? So let's, for example, say that this piece is longer up here. So what I want to do then is that I want to just come into the very same stitch I just did, and then just go and grab the next one over here, and what that does is it shifts it over and pulls it over. In this case, it just happens to be right. But with doing so many motifs like I have with this particular Afghan that I'm working on, it is very possible, and it's very possible because I've been seeing that, is that you need to do some creative sewing all along this as you go along. So once you get into your rhythm, sewing these up really is not really a big deal, and you just work your way across. So I'm getting closer, and I want to make sure that there's enough stitches. It still looks like it's okay to me, so I'm not going to count yet. You can just kind of pinch up too, and it forces the stitches to pop up. You do want to make sure you're grabbing all of the stitch. You just don't want to grab one string. And I'm just pulling it snug. I'm not reefing on this thing like crazy. So I'm looking at it, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So basically I got an extra stitch at the bottom. So all I'm going to do now is just come in to the bottom one, and I'm just going to go into the same stitch on the top that I already did. And what that will do is that it will pull the bottom over one and then equal the amount that it's going to be finishing. So if you have an excessive amount of stitches like that, you notice that, you don't want to do it all at one time, because then you're going to end up with a bump within your seam. Okay? And so you just want to work your way across. Just if it's that excessive, maybe you want to redo your thing altogether, but you don't really need to. You just got to make sure you just kind of space it out so that it looks all pretty even. So I'm coming into my final stitch, and just like we started off, where we started off in the very corner, we're going to start off here in the corner here, or sorry, we're going to finish off corner on this side, pull it through, but don't pull everything through, just throw it through the loop that is left, just like so, and go in one more time and through the loop, and that will tie it into position. So now you can pull it snug. So now all we have to do is just glide your darning needle through your work. Not on the underside, but actually through some stitches. And because the darning needle color is red, sorry, the actual yarn is red, is that you can drag it through there and nobody will see it. So just drag it through about 1 inch. Okay, and for extra good measure, I've been going, because this Afghan has been a lot of work for me, I want to make sure this thing is going to stay together. And this is just an extra precaution. You don't need to do it because I've already tied it, but I don't want any loose ends hanging out, especially when this is going to be a showpiece. I'm now going to stretch it just like so. And now I can grab my scissors and safely cut, and voila, you don't see where I started, you don't see where I stopped. Until next time, I'm Mikey from the Crochet Crowd.